Hello! Just wanted to take a moment to share some June updates with you. June was a very busy month for us, and the Lord did a lot of things in my heart. He pruned me in a lot of ways, which I needed, and praise the Lord for that. I had a lot of temptations to be anxious and a lot of temptations to be overwhelmed with different things that were going on. And God continued to show me that His grace is sufficient and I need to keep coming to Him and to make sure that my priorities are in alignment. So God first, my family is my first ministry, Taylor my first ministry, and then other things outside of that, and I kind of had those upside down. And so I'm just so thankful for God's correction and His mercy and grace. But some wonderful things that happened were we participated in Celebrate Fairfax, which lots of lessons learned in that, but it was a lot of fun. I was very tired in a lot of ways, but it was a lot of fun. And it was an opportunity. It's not what I expected. We didn't have a lot of sales, but it was an opportunity to disciple two precious young women and encourage them on how to share what God is doing in their life and to share about the Believers of Christ Club and how they're raising money to buy Bibles. And overall, it was very successful because of that, because God's plan is better than my plan all the time. And so that was wonderful. And I'm just really thankful for Taylor this month in all my challenges and just feeling busy and overwhelmed. He really stepped up and blessed me in a lot of ways by serving me and making delicious food. He made these kind bars that were just homemade kind bars that were out of the park, and delicious pasta, and he made these banana muffins. And I just at first I was like, wait a second, like I should be doing this, I'm the wife. So it was hard for me to receive at first, but God is so good because it's not about that. The Lord was using Taylor to serve me, and it turned out to be such a blessing, and I just had to let Him love me in that way. So I'm so thankful for my husband. And then also I had the opportunity to speak at Youth for Tomorrow, and I had been there last summer and didn't really speak last summer, but this time it was just going to be me. And the first time that I was scheduled, there was a torrential rainstorm, and I was about an hour away. And it was a huge lesson for me because that morning I'd asked the Lord, where are the areas that I need to be pruned, or the areas that I need to trust you more? And He answered that day, and it was just to let Him be in control. And I could not control the weather. I could not control me getting there on time. I ended up getting there 10 minutes late, and I was really worried about it, and I was freaking out. And in God's mercy, I walk in. Well, actually, I'd run into the building. I'm soaking wet because it was literally torrential rain. And the woman that I was connecting with said, Ashley, the rain is so bad right now. The students are in their housing. They can't come out. And I was like, oh, praise the Lord, because I had been praying and asking Jesus, and He answered in that way. So I came back the next week, and God again answered my prayer. It was a small group of women. So it was much more intimate, and that's how I desired it to be. So it was a huge blessing. I hope for future opportunities to go back and to encourage them and have Bible studies. So just so gracious. God is so gracious. And then the last thing I want to share is God's protection. God's protecting us in ways that we cannot even imagine. And I don't even remember what it was, but in the middle of the night, something fell on my face. It was a picture frame, and it pierced through my lip, and it could have broken my nose, it could have hit my eye, it could have broken my teeth, all these things, but God protected me, and supernaturally it healed really quickly, and I'm just so thankful. Lots of lessons learned there. So overall this month, God has really been pruning me to just trust Him. So thank you for your prayers, thank you for continuing to support and encourage, and to God be the glory. I'll send out some pictures. Love y'all.